Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining today's webinar on how to provide a better e-statement experience. My name is Tim Turzin. Before we jump in, I always like to go over who LKCS is. I know a lot of people on the call today have been clients of ours for several years, but some people may not know us at all. So LKCS is a full-service marketing company. We've been in business since 1961, and we've worked with financial institutions the entire time. Okay, so we have a lot of different products and services that we can potentially offer. Today we're going to focus on the e-statement side, but there are a lot of other things that we do offer, and as you can see from the graphic up, if you have an interest in anything there, please feel free to reach out to myself or any other sales rep here at LKCS, and we'd be more than happy to help you and get you pointed in the right direction there. So jumping into providing that better e-statement experience, all right, number one is you have to love your users, all right? They're the ones that are saving you the money, all right? So they've opted to switch over to that electronic statement, which obviously is saving, yourself a pretty penny for each person that converts, and that's year over year savings. So definitely want to make sure you're taking care of them so they stay there, right? They're having a good experience on that electronic side. And what do we mean by that, right? People know what to expect when they open up a paper statement. What will they experience online? Okay? So when you think about what is that experience going to be like? When we talk about like that experience, we're talking about delivering a better e-statement than your paper statement. What's the benefit for me to switch if it's a worse experience, right? So we have to make sure that we're delivering a better e-statement experience to those users and provide benefits to your account holders, not just to your institution. Okay. Yes, it's a big benefit for us to get those users switched on to the electronic side. It saves us money, but that's not a benefit to them, right? So we have to make sure that we're providing additional benefits that go above and beyond to make sure they stay happy and they stay on that electronic side. All right. So number one is branding. All right. This is very important. We see it's overlooked in a lot of other solutions that we see out there, but you want to make sure the branding on that electronic side is correct for you. We want to make sure that those users know who they're working with, right? Your brand is important. You've put a lot of time, money, effort into creating your brands, so we need to make sure that carries over, okay? So a couple graphics there just showing you the difference, right? Make sure your brand is upfront. Reformatting, making sure that electronic statement is easy to read. Okay, we do this on the print side as well, but it's very important on the electronic side also. If you look at these two examples, it's the same exact statement. The one on the left is basically data straight from the core. The one on the right, LKCS is reformatted. Different fonts, different styles, added some color, broken things out a little bit better. So it's much easier to read. The one on the left, nobody's going to look at. The one on the right makes sense to people. They're going to look at it. They can take it in pretty quickly and get the information they need. Remember that color doesn't cost more on a computer screen. Okay, so if your electronic statements are still in black only, ask your processor why. Okay, it doesn't cost more to show color on that computer screen. So again, example, left to right, same exact statement. I know which one I'd rather look at, right? The one in the color. It pops a little bit more, things stand out, it's a little bit easier to read. They're both easy to read, but the one in the color definitely makes it a lot easier to see what sections I'm looking at and follow along a little easier, okay? Spread the love, okay? So when we talk about spreading love, we're going to talk about, heating up some of the e-statements by adding marketing. So make these, again, a better experience. Let's add some special touches to bring our marketing, one step further. So E-statement stuffers, right? We've all heard of statement stuffers, putting things in with your statements, but what's an e-statement stuffer? We deliver them with banner ads. Okay, so at the bottom there, you're seeing 5 different potential banner ads, and each one of those ads could link to a web page, to a PDF. Those banner ads can appear to all of your account holders or selectively to just a group of account holders. We can flag those banners with that new tag up in the upper left until that user clicks on it. So each month they know what they've clicked on, what they haven't clicked on, what they've seen before. All right. So we're not losing any marketing, right? We're putting our newsletter or special information in with our printed statements, but let's not lose that for that electronic side. Let's make it easy for them to get that information, to see that information delivered right along, with that electronic statement in a very, very easy way. So just think of it just like your website, and you'd click on a banner ad on your website and it would take you somewhere. Same thing here. E-statement onserts. Okay, so these are things we can put directly on the statement. All right, we'll put graphical ads directly on those statements in pretty much any location you can desire, in any format you desire. So really call out promotions that are going on, different things that are happening. Maybe it's just an announcement. Maybe it's something about an audit. Maybe it's something about a fee or something like that. So we can use them in a variety of ways. Again, they're all different sizes, but definitely they call attention, right? They stand out. Being selective with your e-statement marketing. So obviously we can do coveralls that everybody gets the same message, or everybody gets the same Onsert, or everybody sees the same potential banner ad. But let's go a step further and talk about effective cross-selling, right? Actually targeting who will receive an Onsert or banner ad with specific criteria. And that criteria can include account relationships, account balances, account activity, geography, or any condition identifiable within your statement data, or any condition identifiable in a separate control file. So even if you have the information that's not in the core data, if you can get it to us separately, and it's in a control file that we can match it up to those account holders, more than happy to use it and work on it. So what do I mean by that, right? By cross-selling, we can do all kinds of new things. So new account holders, when it's the first time we see them in that statement file, we can welcome them to our institution. Loan payoffs, we can put a special message. Thank you for paying off this loan. Here's our latest rates for X product. Auto loan recapture, we know how long they've potentially had that loan with you, right? We know most people start looking to trade in around the 36-month mark. Maybe we can start putting custom messaging on their statements around the 30-month mark. They're going to start getting back in the market soon. Let's put some messaging out there and let them know that we're here to help them for their next auto loan. HELOC advance requests, right? Birthday messages. When's the last time your bank or credit union wished you a happy birthday, right? We have the data. We know when their birthdays are. So in their birthday month, let's put a special note on their statement and wish them a happy birthday, right? Loan payment coupons. Coupon payment books are expensive and they get outdated quickly, right? If rates change or people refinance or whatever it is, we're constantly throwing books away and sending out new books. We can just do them right on the statements, right? Do loan payment coupons directly on the statement, whether that be monthly or quarterly. Put all the information in there. It's on the fly. We're never wasting those coupon books. It's done right in line with the statements. We have a lot of clients doing that. It definitely saves money, and then your account holders know where to look for their coupons each month or each quarter. Money market accounts or CDs for high balance checking. Right? We see that they have, say, over $25,000 in their checking account. Let's offer them an MMA or a CD account. Insurance or investments for those that are on the call that have insurance or investment divisions. Right? We can target certain things or certain aspects there to put those products and services out in front of the people that it makes sense for. Business accounts, people that have business accounts, we don't necessarily want to show them the same products or offers as everybody else, right? We're going to show them our business products and services for what they maybe have or don't have, okay? New mergers or acquisitions, and then new segs, and many more. So basically, if you can think it up or dream up a scenario, and we can get the data, again, doesn't have to be from your core system. It can be in a separate control file. We can come up with those selective ways to target market on that electronic side. Don't forget about the email notification that goes out, okay? We see a lot of people that their email notification is pretty simple. It's, hey, your e-statement's ready, click here. It doesn't have to be that way. You can customize that notification each and every month. Make it your electronic newsletter, right? Highlight 2 or 3 or 4 things that are going on. Talk about the newest promotion. Highlight maybe a community event that's coming up or that you just did. Whatever it might be that you want to talk about, that electronic, email notification that's going out for the e-statements, you can definitely use it for more than just saying, hey, your e-statement's ready. Okay? Use it for all kinds of different things, and that can change each and every month. So with our platform, we prepare statements in just about any format or layout imaginable, and really you can tell us exactly how you want them to look. You can give me 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever it might be, examples of statements that you've seen. Hey, I like this piece off that one, or that particular font, or whatever it might be, and we can work with you. So when we begin programming anything, you're asked to let us know any specific formatting options, styles, or statement elements that you want to incorporate. We like to give you exactly what you're looking for. All right, again, think back. We need to make this a better experience. We want to make sure that people, want to keep those electronic statements. So anything we can do to make it better, customize it, whatever it might be to help you out, we're more than willing to do so. All right. Time to engage, not time to get engaged, but here are a few additional ideas that kind of really get you kind of thinking about how to use these things or use the electronic side in a different manner. So customize the landing page, right? So once the user actually goes into that e-statement portal to view their e-statements, what do they see? Do they just see a list of their statements? Or can we put a custom message up? Right? A custom ad right here, letting them know about a current promotion, letting them know to apply, whatever that might be. Okay, so don't take that landing page for granted either. They're going there to look at their statements. Let's add some marketing value. Add video, right? More and more people would rather watch a short video clip than read anything anymore. So you can definitely add a video to that landing page. When they get there, there's a little embed video. They can click on it and view information about a product, a service, or any information that you want to get out there. Popovers. When they get to that page, maybe we don't let them continue until they X out of a specific, popover. All right, we can talk about promotions or offers, but it's also great for compliance notifications, right? We know that the moment they clicked in there, they saw that compliance notification of an updated fee schedule or privacy policy or whatever it might be. All right. Make sure your e-statements are easy and convenient. And what we mean by this is mobile friendly. All right. You'd be surprised how many people have not made their e-statements mobile friendly yet. Stats are showing that over 50% of the US internet users only use mobile devices. If your electronic statements can't be viewed on a mobile device, or it's very hard to view them on a mobile device, that's not helping us, right? It's not making that a good experience. So there's 3 screenshots below of of that statement in a mobile view, and obviously you can zoom in and pinch zoom and do all the good stuff that you would normally do on a mobile device. But everything's there, right? So, and you think of mobile device, they can most likely access those e-statements through, your app if you have one. We want to make sure that looks good. So make sure, those e-statements fit those mobile devices and are mobile friendly. Text message notifications, right? Email is not the only way to notify people that a statement is ready. Let those account holders specify their notification preferences, right? Have a mix. Use email and text message. So screenshot from our system, and you'll see, several different forms or notices or statements all listed here. All right, you don't just have to do, statements. You can do notices and all the other tax forms and different things like that, which we'll get into. But let them pick, right? Do they want them emailed? They can check a box, put their email in. If they want different email addresses to get different notifications, that's fine. Put it in there. We also give them the ability to add text message notifications or both, right? Maybe I don't need a text notification for my tax form, but I do want a text notification for my statement or my daily notice or a negative balance notice or whatever it might be. All right, so let the users pick and choose how they'd like to receive those notifications. Remove barriers. Do not make it hard for people to access or sign up for e-statements. So number one, you want to have a simple enrollment process. Online registration is a must. If you're asking somebody to go electronic with something and then make them fill out a paper form, you're going to lose them, right? They're not going to do it. Do not use paper. Let them enroll online. So we have two ways that we allow people to access or enroll in the e-statement process. One is a multi-factor authentication route. Basically, once they come in, we're just going to ask for that account number, the last 4 digits of their social security number, a password, any multi-factor authentication questions if they're applicable, and then show them a disclosure. Boom, they're done. They're signed up. Obviously, more and more people are going the single sign-on route. And that's perfectly fine with us. It's a great solution. It's an easy solution. And we work with multiple home banking providers. All right. So I don't think there's a home banking provider out there that we haven't been able to get that single sign-on set up for yet. Pretty simple on our side. Basically, once they get that, it's click one link, accept a disclosure to register. It's easy. They come in, they verify their information, and they're off to the races. But another thing to think about is easy opt-out, okay? And when I say easy opt-out, don't think of it as, oh, I don't want them to easily be able to get out. That's true. We want them to stay. But the perception that it's easy to unenroll from e-statements makes them feel better. They're not stuck, right? If they're a little hesitant to sign up for e-statements, they can see, okay, I just got to maybe check a box for like our system. I'll just check one box and you'll go back to printed statements. All right. The perception that, hey, I'm not forced into this. I don't have to call. I don't have to do this, that, or the other to get out of this. Giving them the easy out makes them feel better. Okay. And again, I talked about multiple document types. So don't just deliver the statements electronically, right? Chances are if you have somebody signed up for e-statements, they will sign up for everything electronically. Daily notices, all types of daily notices, right? Separate credit card statements, separate mortgage statements, their tax forms. All of those things can be delivered electronically in the same manner and with all the same, marketing aspects and everything else we already talked about, right? Think of how much more money you could save if you got all of those things switched over and you could provide them all electronically, right? Each one of those documents, postage alone, I think, is around 52 cents or something like that anymore, right? So that's a huge amount of money that you could save for each notice. And again, that's month over month, year over year savings. So that's a big deal, and it adds up to a lot of money over time. Some samples of different notices or different e-documents. Think about retention. You need to be the filing cabinet for your account holders. You should have a minimum of 12 months of history out there for them. All right? I want you to be able to hold at least 12 months of my statement history online, electronically for me. That is LKCS's standard. 12 months is standard with us. 18 to 24 months is becoming much more common. I would probably guess that we probably have somewhere around 30% or more, right in that range, asking for at least 18 to 24 months. And that's no problem. We have a few customers that have asked for much longer than that, and we've had a few that have asked for unlimited retention. They want us to store those documents indefinitely. Also think about instant access. What's available when an existing account holder enrolls for e-statements? So if I'm an account holder at your institution and I've been an account holder for 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, longer, and I've been a paper statement client the entire time, and I sign up for e-statements today, what will I see? Is the history going to be there? I've been a client for X amount of months, but is that history going to be there electronically for me? It should be, right? LKCS has history for everybody, okay? So you want that instant access. If I'm signing up and I can get all those documents today, that's awesome. It's a big benefit. And also, love your staff, right? Better e-statements all around for everybody, not just your account holders. We're going to help the staff out too. We talk about that. We have a whole e-statement management system. You can do all kinds of things in there. Just think, how do you currently check or modify e-statement user settings? Is it easy? How many account holders signed up for e-statements during your last marketing promotion? Do you know? Can you find out easily? How many total e-statement users do you have? Who are they? Who's not signed up for e-statements? Which email addresses do I have on file that are bouncing back? How does your team view an account holder statement? What documents does the staff have access to? All right. All those questions, how difficult does it need to be? How easy can it be? With our system, very easy. You log in and you have access to, I'd say about a dozen or so reports, maybe a little bit more than that, and multiple different sections to find out how many people are enrolled, how many are totally enrolled, how many enrolled in the last 30 days. This user enrollment report, I can actually filter it by month and year. So if I did an e-statement promotion and said sign up for e-statements over the next 6 weeks and win a $100 Visa gift card or have a chance to win, I can actually filter that to only show me the people that signed up in a specific amount of time. You know, your email address bounce reports. I can show you who's not signed up for e-statements. I can tell you who started to sign up for e-statements but didn't accept the disclosure. Right? They started the process, didn't finish type of deal. All kinds of reports at your fingertips, and they're all up to the minute, ready to go anytime. So all of these reports are very, very easy to run. You'll have them within seconds. All right. Our system, our management system, also shows you all statements, not just the people that have e-statements. So when you log in, you can search by different document dates, their account number, their name, the submission type. So if it's statements or a specific notice or a mortgage statement or a credit card statement or whatever it might be, and it finds everybody, regardless of how that statement was delivered. It'll even show you omits, so things that weren't printed and they weren't delivered electronically. They were completely omitted from any type of delivery method, but you know what? Your staff should be able to get to those. So we can show you those omits, how they were delivered electronic paper. So if I have an account holder that called that has a paper statement and has a question, I can easily go into the system, click a button, and see exactly the same statement they're looking at. Right? It doesn't need to be hard. Make it easy. Make it easy. Protect your loved ones, right? Information security is essential. Number one priority of any statement or electronic statement that you have is that information has to be safe and secure. Privacy security with LKCS, take it very, very seriously. So that information security and privacy is critical in all of our operations. LKCS is SOC 2 certified. We go through a yearly audit, and we also go through yearly training with all employees. So all employees have to go through a yearly training and actually take a test every single year to keep this certification, right? Some of the security and integration controls that we have here at LKCS on top of being SOC 2 compliant and doing those SOC 2 audits, right? Statement page and envelope counts verified multiple times for each member statement. And what I mean by that is when we get a file, we ask you to tell us exactly how many people should be in there, and then we verify that. And then we verify the page count and the envelope count or the electronic count all the way through until it's actually processed. All right? We're always patching and updating all of our operating systems and applications to make sure there's no issues. Right? We have formal disaster recovery plans in place. We test that regularly. Statement services will not be interrupted for any reason here at LKCS. We have multiple fail-safes, multiple ways to get electronic statements back up and running and the printed statement side back up and running. All of our statement data is encrypted and transmitted utilizing true 256-bit SSL security. I think the stat is if you gave somebody access into basically our server and they had to guess the username and password, it would take them something like 1,000 years to actually get in to the data here. All right. LKCS's building is designed with security in mind. All of our entrances in the building are protected by biometric and PIN-based entry systems. What that means is we actually have to put a PIN code in and scan a fingerprint to access the building, even places inside of the building. Me, for example, I can walk up to our data room, our data center with all the servers and all the fancy equipment that I don't know anything about. I can go ahead, put my code in, put my fingerprint on that door, and that door will not unlock because it knows I shouldn't be touching anything in there because I don't know what I'm doing, all right? Numerous information security procedures and policies in place. NCSA certified firewalls and routers, right? We have a security firm that we hire that regularly performs network intrusion tests. So about every 6 months or so, we actually let professional hackers, for a better term there, we give them access to our building and then let them try to hack into our data center. Right? We do that every 6 months, and we get reports on that. We can share that with you. All of our printing and inserting equipment has unrivaled accuracy. We use 2D barcodes and camera systems for all types of verification. Every single employee here undergoes complete background checks before they're hired, and they're trained and tested on IT security. Again, that's yearly. Any archive disks that we send out are encrypted with military-grade software. So those are just a few. We have more, and I could talk about security controls, all day long, but I'm not going to bore you. There's a lot. That is everything I had for you today. I would definitely be happy to take questions. More than happy to schedule calls individually with anybody on that wants to learn more or see the system in a little bit more detail. I can dive in and do live demos for you on an as needed or individual basis. So I am Tim Turzin. I'm the Senior Sales Executive here, and I definitely thank everybody for joining. And again, I will stay on the line here for the next few minutes to answer any other questions that might come through. So again, I appreciate it, and we look forward to having you on the next webinar. Thank you.